Hello my dear sisters and brothers. Today inshallah we will have grammar lesson. It's about direct speech and indirect speech, how to change from direct to indirect, and the rules of reported speech. Can you remember the previous session? We have studied the imperatives and how to change it into reported. Yes, by using to plus infinitive. If I say do the homework, it will be he asked me to do the homework. Yes. What about if the verb is negative? I use don't jump here, so it will be he asked me not to jump. Not plus to plus infinitive. Can you remember? Stay with me to continue our lesson. At first, let me show you what is the meaning of direct speech and what's the difference between direct and indirect. Look at this picture. I have two persons, Mira and Siam. They are talking to each other. So, is this speech, or are these words direct or indirect? Direct speech shows the person's exact words. The person's exact words. When you are talking, so you have direct speech from yourself to another one. Yes? So the words are belonging to you. This is direct speech. And I have quotation marks in expressing the direct speech. So the direct speech, the person's exact words. The words comes out from my mouth. And I use quotation marks to express the direct speech. Yes? Let's have example. In this example, we have Mira and Siam. They are talking to each other, and notice that I have quotation marks. What does it mean? It means that it's direct speech from the person himself or herself. So, Mira, what are her words? Where are you going? Where are you going? So, I have here, where are you going? Exact words coming outside from Mira's mouth. Yes? What about Siam? He answered, I am going home. He is speaking about himself. So, it's a direct speech from his mouth to the other person. Yes? If the direct speech is the direct words or the exact words from my mouth to another person, so what about the indirect speech or reported speech? From its name, what does it mean? It's the speech I use to tell or report the ideas or the words that were said by another one. Yes? So, Mira is talking to Siam. Yasmin speaks about that. So, when Yasmin speaks about this situation, it's indirect speech or reported speech to tell a story about situation, about others' situations. Yes? Look at this picture, please. It's the same example we have. Where are you going? I'm going home. What about if Yasmin wanna tell you about this situation? Can I say, Mira said, where are you going? No. I cancel the quotation marks to express the indirect speech, and we have some changes in the sentence or in the question. Look at this. We have here in this, Mira asked Siam. So, I use here reporting verb. Reporting verb. So, what is the change here? I cancelled the quotation marks and use reporting verb, which is asked. Yes? Mira asked Siam where. I use where as it is, no change in where. He was. So, what is the change here again? I change the quotation into reporting verb. I change also the place of verb to be and the pronoun, because it's no question now. It changes into a statement. So I change the place between pronoun and verb to be. This is the second change. The third change, I change the pronoun. Why? Because I speak about the third person, she am, he. Yes? Mira uses you because she is talking to the speaker. She says, where are you? Because she speaks to him. But when I speak about him, I report the speech, so I use he. So what are the changes now? The quotation marks into reporting verb asked. Number 2, the place of the pronoun and the verb to be. Number 3, changes the pronoun according to the reported person. Yes. Number 4, changes the tense of the verb step back. Step back, what does it mean, step back, Miss Yasmin? It means that I return back in time one step. If I speak in present, I return back to speak in past. Can you get it? What about the second sentence? Siam said that. So I cancel the quotation marks and use the reporting verb said that. And that is optional. I can use it or not. Yes? He was going home. What's the change here again? Siam, I am going. But here, he was going. So I change the pronoun because I talk about him. He is not the speaker now. And number 2, I change the present continuous into past continuous. We spoke in the previous slide about reporting verbs. What's this reporting verbs? We spoke about said and asked. Do we have others? Yes, we have others. Other reporting verbs: asked, inquired. What is the meaning of inquired? Inquired means to ask about information, to ask about the bill. Yes, so it equals ask. Commanded. Commanded means ordered. So commanded and ordered have the same meaning. Requested. If I have a request from someone, so I requested. Advised, to give advice. Suggested, to have suggestion, to have idea. Exclaimed. What is the meaning of exclaim? Wow, it's wonderful thing. Now I exclaim. Oh, it's very bad. What a terrible situation. So now I exclaimed. Okay. Shouted. Ah. Okay. Let's have examples about these reporting verbs. The example number 1, she said that, and I said to you before, that is optional. I can use it or not. She said that she was hungry. She was hungry. Yes. So, what about the original sentence? I use the quotation and cancel said that. Yes. So what about she? Will be the speaker. I. Yes. Was. I return again to present. So I am hungry and close the quotation. Yes. The next examples, inshallah, you will change it from indirect to direct. Can you do it? Inshallah you will. Example number 2, he told me that. So I have here another example of reporting verbs. Told me, and told must be followed by object pronoun. He needed to have a rest. He needed to have a rest. So what are the changes here? He, because I speak about the person, but I, when I am the speaker, so I. Needed will be changed into need. I will return to present again. I need to have a rest. I need to have a rest. What about told me? I'll cancel and write the quotation marks. Number 3, my friend advised me to save some money. My friend advised me to save some money. So, what's the reporting verb here? Advised me. Advised me to save. Can you remember to plus infinitive? So, it's imperative. Yes? Open quotation marks, cancel to and write save some money. Save some money. Close the quotation. Okay. Number 4 and the last one, mom inquired, and inquired I can write in both of the two ways because this is British and this is American. Mom inquired about the phone bill. She called the customer service and asked about the phone bill. Yes, so mom inquired about the phone bill. Can you get it? Look at this picture, please. What can you see? We have a girl. The girl has soup. The girl is speaking. Yes. So we have quotations. So is this direct or indirect? If I have quotation, yes, great. So I have direct speech. How hot the soup is. How hot. How plus adjective. The soup is. What's this mark after the word is? Is it full stop? So is it a statement? No. Is it question mark? So it's a question? No. Do we start here with a verb? Study, wave, stir, or something like that? No, so it's not imperative. So what about this? It's exclamation. Exclamation. How hot the soup is. How hot the soup is. So how can I change this into indirect speech? I wanna report about these words. So I have here the picture has direct speech and I wanna change it into indirect speech. Who can answer? Actually no answer, so I can answer it. The answer is the girl exclaimed that. If I have this mark after the statement or after the sentence, at the end of the sentence, I can use the verb, reporting verb, exclaimed. So the girl exclaimed that the soup was hot. Was. How can you write was? I have is in the exclamation up, but we said that we can change the tense one step back. One step back. If I use the verb in present, so in the indirect it will be in the past. Okay, can you get it? After having examples of converting direct speech into indirect speech, so what is the rule of converting? I told you while explanation. The first change here is tenses. So I change the tense one step back. Can you remember this? Why? Why I change the verb? The tenses usually shift or move back in time. Why? Because the time has passed between the moment of speaking and the time of the report. Yes? So we change the original verbs in indirect speech except some cases. So I have some cases in which I can't change the verb one step back in time. I will tell you later. Okay? Let's have examples about tenses. Now I'll show you the examples of changing the tense of the verb. The first example here, change simple present into simple past. So it's one step back from simple present back to simple past. What is the sentence? I write poetry. I write poetry. So I have the quotation marks, that means the direct words from the person come outside from his mouth. Yes, so if I want to change it into indirect, reported, yes, so write will be wrote, write will be wrote, and I cancel the quotation and use said that. So I write poetry, she said, it will be she said that she wrote poetry. Okay, simple present into simple past. This is the first example. The second example here is simple past to past perfect. Simple past, it will be changed into past perfect. Is this simple past only changed into past perfect? No, I have also present perfect. Look at example 2 and 3, please. Example 2, I saw the burglars leave. What is the meaning of burglars? Murderer. Yeah, someone who comes inside the building to steal. Yes, so I saw the burglar leave. If I want to change it into indirect, it will be Pankaj said he had seen. So change it into had seen the burglars leave. Example number 3, the same idea. Change present perfect into past perfect. Raya said, where have they gone? Where have they gone? So I have here present perfect. If I want to change it into indirect, I will change present perfect tense into past perfect. So simple past and present perfect, change it into past perfect. Raya wondered where they had gone. Where they had gone. And I wanna you note that in the question I exchange the place of the pronoun and helping verb. Change the place of pronoun and helping verb. In the question here I have they. Yes, but in the answer here they had. Okay, can you get this? Number 4, present continuous, change it into past continuous. Yes, I'm doing my homework. It will be was doing her homework. My will be her, because here she is the speaker. Yes, but here I speak about her. I report about her. Yes. The last sense that I will speak about, past continuous to past perfect continuous. If I have the tense past continuous, like the example here, we were living in Paris in those days. They said to me, were living, it's a past continuous. How can I change it into indirect? It will be past perfect continuous. So had been living. Had been living. This is the last verb I can change, or the last tense I can change from direct into indirect. What about the exceptions? I told you at the beginning of the video we have some exceptions. The first exception here, past perfect remains past perfect. Yes, if I have in the direct or in the exact words from the person, he is speaking in past perfect, it remains past perfect, no change. Yes, past perfect continuous remains past perfect continuous. So I have two tenses now that they have no change from direct into indirect. What are they? Past perfect remains past perfect. Past perfect continuous remains past perfect continuous. Can you get it? Do we have other exceptions? Yes, we have other exceptions in the next slide. The other exception here is we don't change the tense of indirect speech. When? The first, if the reporting verb is in the present tense. If I use say or says, not said and told like the previous. Yes, or will say. So what's the example here? Mr. Vero says, the exam will be next week. The exam will be next week. Why don't we change because I have the reporting verb says. So no change from direct to indirect according to the tense. Yes. What about the second case? If the words within the quotation marks talk of a universal truth or habitual action. If I speak about habit or universal truth, like what? Like here in the example, the earth revolves. What is the meaning of revolves? Spins, go around. Around the sun, said the teacher. The teacher said that the earth revolves because it's a truth. It's universal truth. So I can't change the verb from present into past. I can't go step back. Can you get it? So what are the exceptions now? Past perfect remains past perfect. Past perfect continuous remains past perfect continuous. What about the reporting verb? If it's in the present or will say. So say, says, will say. I have no change from direct to indirect according to the tense. What about here? If I have between the quotations universal truth or habitual action, no change in the verb from present to past. Yes, can you get it? It's time for breaks. I have here exercise from your book. Sandra is having a party at her house on Saturday. Look at these excuses. We have here excuses from 1 to 8. Change them into reported speech. So they are direct and I want you to change them into indirect. Then compare with a partner. Yes, if you have no partner, it's okay. You can answer by yourself. The first example, Donna, I have to babysit my nephew that night. Nephew is the son of my sister or brother. Yes, I'm his aunt or I'm his aunt. So Donna, I have here the quotations. Yes, so it's a direct. The words come outside Donna's mouth. Yes, I have to babysit to look after my nephew that night. Yes. What about if I want to change it into indirect? I can help you in the first one only. So I cancel the quotations and say Donna said that. Said what? Can I use I? No. Why? Because when Donna says I, she speaks about herself. She is the speaker. But now when I report her words, I speak about her. So I will use she. Donna says, Donna said that she have to will be had to. I go step back. Yes, I have to will be she had to babysit my. Can I keep my as it is? No, because my for the speaker. But what about the absent person? Her nephew that night. Donna said that she had to babysit her nephew that night. I think it's very easy now. You can answer all of them and give me feedback about it. Wish you the best. Wait for the next video. Bye bye.